At the end of Unit 21, you should have one page completed. This will be the index page, and if you look on the right, a single page inside your website with a folder and all of the other folders or subfolders inside of it. One of those folders will be CSS, one will be images, one will be media, and outside of that will be the web pages. Only the web pages will be outside. Everything else should be inside one of those folders. So the situation at the end of Unit 21 is that you've got one page set up, and if you have a look here, we've got the buttons down on the left hand side, we've got a blank screen, a navbar across the top, and the banner is in. And if we have a look at it, there's the finished result. So there's a banner across the top, there's a navbar below it, and to the left hand side there are some buttons, and there's no other text on it at all. And right at the bottom of the page you can see the hypertext links, and those hypertext links will need to be linked up. So going back to Dreamweaver, here's my page. Now the first thing I'm going to do across the bottom is I'm going to put in the same names for the same buttons as I've got at the top. Now the reason for this is that if blind people or people with sight difficulties get access to your site, they have a thing called a screen reader, and a screen reader will read all of the text on your website, and it will read these hypertext links, and it will enable them to navigate the site just using written language. So you'll need those at the bottom, you've got your buttons at the side, you've got your navbar at the top. All of the buttons need to connect to a page. So if you've got a navbar that's got one lot of pages and buttons that have got a different lot of pages, you're going to be creating a lot of pages. Okay, now there's my one page. It's called index. So what I now do is I can see the next one on is download. So I do file, save as, and I just call it downloads. And that's fine. Save that one. And then do the same again, file, save as, and this one's called bios. And what I'm doing is I'm creating all the pages as I go along. If you have a look on the right hand side of the screen there, you'll see that those pages have all been created as we went along. File, save as, concerts. One of the things you need to remember for this is that you should not have spaces in the name, in your file name. So if you've got two names, feedback is the next one. If you've got two words in the name, then just run them together, either with an underscore or where the two words run together and the second word has a capital letter. That's called camel case because it bumps up and down like a camel. File, save as, and the last one is merchandise. Save. Okay, and I can now see down the side there that that's where all the pages now are. And of course all the pages are identical. So having created those pages, I now need the last page, and if we look up at the top, just there it says merchandise.htm. So that's the name of this document. Right, so we're working on merchandise now. Now what I'm going to do is highlight the word home, and then look there it says link. Click on link, or I can get that little target and move it to the index page. The index page is the only page where the page name and the page file name are different. All the rest are straightforward. I double click downloads, get the target and drop it on downloads, bios, target, concerts, merchandise. There. Now normally yours will most probably go blue at that stage. This is because I've already got the CSS page working. Right, now the same needs to go on with the buttons and the navbar. Now in the case of perhaps the navbar, it may be that you don't have an easy way of linking it. So what you do is click on, if you click on an image, if they are images, then you'll discover that you can put a hotspot over the top of it. Now these are demo purposes, so the ones I've put there are not proper buttons and not proper navbar, but yours will be. And they also need linking up to all of the pages, so you end up with one page which is linked to everything. Right, I've got them all completed now. The next step is to make sure that every page connects to every other page. At the moment I've got one page, merchandise, down there. I've got that one page that is linked to every other page. And it'd be a bit like hard work to click on each page in turn and do the same to all of them. So what I'm going to do is I've got the merchandise page, File, Save As. There's my list. I'm going to click on the top one, Bios, Save. You've already got it. Would you like to override? Yes. Now save it again, File, Save As, pick the next one down, Concerts, Save, yes, File, Save As, Downloads, Save, yes, File, Save As, Feedback, Save, yes, File, Save As, Index. And although I know I've done the other one, I'm going to do it again anyway. Merchandise, save. Yes. Okay, so now all of these pages are linked to each other. And if I press F12 and we have a look at it, and I click on all of the links, then they will be linked to each other. The only thing is you won't be able to tell. Now, if you have a look just here where it says Untitled Document, this is the one called Merchandise. Now, where you have a title, that's the thing that shows up on the browser. When you're on the page, that name turns up at the top. So this is the time that you put those names in. Merchandise, that's fine. Control S, I've saved that one. Right, I need to open all of them in turn. So Bios, open that one. I could give it a full name now because I'm not short of space. Okay, Concerts. Remember, the index is the odd one in that the file name is different to the title of the page. That is because when browsers look for websites, they look for a page that is named either default.htm, index.htm or home.htm, and it always looks for the index one first, apart from Microsoft equipment, which looks for the one called default first. So the greatest number will look for the one called index. And the last one, index, merchandise. Oh, and I've already got that one done. Right, that's it. They're saved. So file, or rather they're all done. File, save all. That's them all done. And then test it, preview in Explorer. Allow block content. Yes. Right, so there's my navigation bar. And if I go through, I'm on merchandise. Can you see at the top there, look? So I click on home. There's index, and I can work my way through now. Downloads and so on, right? So basically what I've now got is a working website where all of the pages are linked to all of the other pages. Now looking now at the final thing of interest, right? You can see the page and you can see that there is a table, and there's now a table on every page. Now, to get the maximum marks, every page should have text and images on, and every page should have a table. Right, all of these pages now have a table, and when you do the websites, you can put all of the images on one side, doesn't matter which side, and all of the text on the other side. The text itself you can get from other websites. You don't have to create all of the text originally yourself. Okay, if we do that, you'll have a working website within a matter of about half an hour.